What's going on, guys? This is Wandergasm, and today I'm going to be talking to you about 5 tips you need to know before you plan your next road trip. So let's get right into it. So straight up, coming to the number 1. This is something you're going to say is quite obvious, but not as many people actually know how to do this as you think. And if you don't know how to do it, then it's something that I recommend you do ASAP. And that is learn how to change a tyre. If you're going to be driving, especially on really long road trips, there's a very, very high chance that you're going to get a flat tyre. Especially if you buy an old beat up car and you're just driving across the country, and you know what I'm getting at. Anyway, it's a super easy skill to learn. You can learn it in probably half an hour, and once you know, it's kind of hard to forget. All cars are pretty much the same when it comes to changing tyres, but it could save you. It could save your whole trip. Like, if you don't know how to change a tyre and you break over by the side of the road and you're hours and hours away from the nearest garage, first of all, you need to be able to know where the nearest garage is. Secondly, they might be busy for the rest of the day, and coming to change a tyre probably isn't the highest thing on the list of things to do. You could spend the rest of the day, if not night, there waiting for someone to come help you do that. That could probably throw your whole trip off, if not wreck it, which is terrible. So I'm not going to tell you how to do it now. Google how to change a tyre, memorize it, and you'll be set for your next road trip. Number 2, and that is have a backup navigation plan. I know a lot of people, including myself, that don't take sat navs on their trips. We went a whole way across America and we just used our mobile phones. We used Google Maps, which was great unless we ran out of reception, which happened 1 or 2 times. And then I went off route, and then we were kind of a little bit lost for a good while. Which is why it's important to have a backup navigation plan. Maybe that could be printed maps of the area or route you're going to be traveling, a second sat nav or something similar, or just any kind of backup route that you can use if the main method you're going to be using breaks down. And again, it's not really like something you're gonna have to use most of the time, but if you do, it's gonna be coming in so clutch. I feel like I'm losing the ability to speak. Anyway, make sure you have a backup navigation plan. It might again save your trip. Number 3, this is probably the most important one, and that is have a dope playlist. Dude, like, you can't have a road trip without the dopest playlist imaginable. And I'm not telling you what to put in that, but I am saying make sure you have one. You could be driving for hours and hours on end. Like, I don't know how long your trip's gonna be, but if it's more than half an hour, if it's even more than 10 minutes, you're going to need a dope playlist. And I suggest you make it very varied, and maybe have a few different options, because you're going to be driving for a long time. It's going to help keep you awake, it's going to help keep you sane, and it's going to just sort of make the whole road trip a lot more fun. So make sure you put together a few dope playlists. I suggest an iPod, like an old beat iPod, put some good tracks on it, because you might not have reception in the middle of nowhere, so Spotify's not going to work. Even have some CDs. Take it old school, man. Get some CDs, get some cassettes, make some cassettes. Make some cassettes. Road trip playlist. Road trip playlist, make sure you've got one. Number 4, and this one's not just important but also vital to your health, and that is make sure you have more than one capable driver for a road trip of more than a few hours. If you're going to be driving for more than, I don't know what the legal limit is, but I would say 3 or 4 hours, make sure you have someone else who can switch in and the other driver can rest. When we drove across America, we did like some shifts, we did like 36 hours of driving non-stop, so we had 3 of us and we'd all just switch every 4 hours. One would sleep in the back, one would navigate, and the other would drive. And that kind of worked really well, because it meant that the driver got rested, no one was really driving too sleepy or anything like that, and we had plenty of options if someone wasn't feeling too good to drive. It's super important. Don't think you're going to be driving the whole way across the country on your own, because I don't care who you are, man, but you will get tired and it will get unsafe. So make sure you've got more than one capable driver, please. And number 5 is make sure you have emergency supplies in the car. I'm talking water supplies. If you're driving across places with not a lot of gas stations, then make sure you have gas in the car, like spare tank. Like if you're driving across Australia, I know it's really important to have a bunch of spare fuel in the car, and water, of course. Food, like food supplies that are going to last if you do get stuck on the side of the road for like a day or 2. Like this, again, these are all situations that most likely aren't going to happen, but it's best to be prepared. Having these things in your vehicle could make or break your trip. So yeah, that's just 5 quick, easy, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess vital tips if you're going to be doing a long road trip across country. They're not the most fun tips, but they are the most useful. So make sure you do all those things, guys. Be careful, but do enjoy your road trip. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. In fact, how about you guys leave a comment down below the video and let me know where your next road trip's going to be. I'm going to be driving through it out in the next week for a few days, maybe a week or 2. That's going to be pretty dope, and I'm going to definitely have all of those things in my car. So let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.